Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Smita. Happy birthday to you.
Hi guys, I'm Smita and welcome back to my channel. So far I have covered the east part of Iceland, and if you have seen my previous episode, as you know, I have started driving towards the north part of Iceland from the east side. So if you haven't watched that video yet, I'm going to put that link over here. Make sure to go and watch that episode and let me know your thought in comment section. So in this part of Iceland, I'm showing you my entire journey from east to north part of Iceland and again the Reykjavik area. हम लोगों ने बहुत सारी चीज़ें cover की थी. We have seen such an incredible sights. We have experienced extreme weather. We got up into a snowstorm as well. So many things have happened in this part of Iceland. So putting everything into a small video was a bit challenging. So I hope you will like it. So keep watching till the end, and now let's get started. As you have seen in last episode, we started moving towards the north part of this country, and on our way before getting on route number 1, we are passing through Iglisstadir town. As we were moving ahead, landscape was continuously changing. Now we could see snow-covered landscape and the beginning of our thrilling journey. We were waiting for the snowy icy roads and white wonderland. Like I said you before, when you will come towards the East Iceland and then the north, you are going to enjoy this road journey forever. Our first stop was Dettifoss. From Seyðisfjörður to Dettifoss, distance is some around 187 km, which takes 2 hours 30 minutes to reach. After taking right on route number 864, which is unpaved route, we drive further and thereafter road was closed due to winter conditions. So what we did, we came back again on route number 1 and took a next right on route number 862, which is paved road to reach Dettifoss. Basically, we did a complete circle to reach over there, and that increases our travel distance one way by an hour. When we were driving towards it, as you can see, weather was too harsh. It was extremely windy and snowy at the same time. We could hear the sound as well. After a good long drive, we reached the car park for Dettifoss. Dettifoss is located north of the ring road that encircles Iceland. There are two routes that connect the ring road to Dettifoss. However, traveling to this waterfall is difficult in winter. Dettifoss is impressive and fairly high with a big volume of water cascading over.
It was about 15 minutes hike across the marked snow-covered path which leads us through a maze of black rocks. Our first impression to Dettifoss ice and snow that covers everything in front of us. The wind was so strong the day that we were there. This made it impossible to see the adjacent view of the waterfall. The risk of slipping and falling is the great due to the ice and strong winds. So after spending enough time, next we moved towards the Mewatan area and it took us again 2 hours to reach to Mewatan area. We made a quick stop at Mewatan Lookout Point, then we crossed Mewatan Geothermal area and the Blue Lake. Next we took a left on route number 848 for Volcano and Crater. By the time we reached, it was closed or don't know it was closed due to the icy roads. You can stay at Mewatan as well, also visit the Mewatan nature baths. While strolling around the Mewatan lake which is huge, we slowly started moving further. Now this is the time for another great sunset. We were so lucky to witness incredible sunsets. Iceland raw landscape is so beautiful and to experience that you need to be in Iceland at least once. Next we headed towards the Iceland's most historic waterfall, Godafoss. It is called Waterfall of the God, 30-meter wide and 12-meter tall waterfall broken into multiple falls. It is very close to the ring road. It has large parking area, 5 minutes walk to the falls. Godafoss in winter is spectacular and many locals confess that they think winter is the most beautiful time to see it. As we reached Godafoss, as you can see, weather was too bad. It was too windy. I can't even imagine it could be worse. I couldn't able to stand properly. It was frigid cold. Somehow I managed to capture this breathtaking moment. Let me pause here. From Godafoss to Akureyri, drive was terrific. We hit badly with snowstorm. This was just the starting when we left Godafoss. After that, we were not in a mood to capture anything because of complete zero visibility. We were not able to see anything. Trust me, we were only depend on our offline map. And at the same time, few passing car was throwing snow on us, making it more difficult to drive. Oh my god, I cannot forget that moment. From Godafoss to Akureyri distance is only 30 minutes, but it took us almost 2 hours to reach because of strong winds, snowfall and one car skidded off the road. That was a terrible and epic moment. Thanks to God, somehow we saved and reached to the Akureyri. We were so relieved. Waking up to this was such an amazing feeling. Feels like we are in a dream. We are living in a beautiful world. It was snowing all the night and look at the weather outside.
So after having breakfast, we packed our bag and our first stop was Dalvik. तो हम लोग ओकेरेरी से दालविक जाने वाले थे, दालविक से सिग्लिफ्योर्दो और सिग्लिफ्योर्दो से वापस हॉस्पोस में आने वाले थे बिकॉज हम लोगों ने हॉस्पोस में अकोमोडेशन बुक किया था. सो व्हाट हैज हैपेंड, एवरी डे वी यूज्ड टू चेक द वेदर बिफोर लिविंग द गेस्ट हाउस. तो हम लोगों ने वेदर कंडीशन एंड द रोड कंडीशन चेक किया एंड आफ्टर दैट वी कम टू नो दैट बिकॉज ऑफ द एक्सट्रीम स्नोफॉल दैट रोड गॉट क्लोज. तो हम लोग का प्लान यहाँ पे चेंज हुआ. आई वॉन्ट टू टेल यू समथिंग ओवर हियर. If you having some strict plan, that is not going to work in a winters. Basically, so many things will happen. You will get the closed road. Sometimes you have to skip your destination. Sometimes you have to stay where you are. Make sure every day to check all 3 sites which I have mentioned in description box. They are going to help you a lot. तो हम लोग का वो सिग्लिफ्योर्दो ऑप्शन कैंसल हुआ वहाँ पे बिकॉज हम लोग को दूसरा रूट कैच करना पड़ा. बट अगर वो रूट पकड़ के भी हम लोग आगे जाते तो हम लोग सिग्लिफ्योर्दो देख सकते थे. बट ऑलरेडी वी स्पेंड लॉट ऑफ टाइम इन ओकेरेरी. वी डिसाइडेड वी विल स्टे एट हॉस्पोस ओनली बिकॉज हॉस्पोस वाज टोटली अमेजिंग. वी वाजंट एक्सपेक्टेड इट कुड बी so good because Hospos was so remote. Winter में तो it was completely remote.
As you can see everywhere, it's white landscape, and that's the beauty of winter. Akureyri is Iceland's second largest city, rather a town, after the greater Reykjavik area, because it has only population of 20,000 inhabitants. It is called as a capital of North. Surrounded by majestic mountains, Akureyri is popular tourist destination all year around. After that, having lunch, we left the Akureyri and started driving towards the Hopsos. For that, you need to take a right on route number 76. If you will see the map, you will come to know there is nothing as much. I just booked accommodation over there, thought of visiting Dalvik and Siglufjordur first, and then we will stay somewhere quiet. I think so that was too quiet. Then we thought we will drive further on the same route 76 as we missed already Siglufjordur. But as I said, plan can get changed anytime, so we decided to stay Hopsos only. Winter driving in Iceland means you can have a snow, sleet, rain, ice, black ice and high winds that blow cars off the road. Most tourists think that snow is the problem. Snow can be challenging, but the real difference in Iceland is wind. The wind should not be underestimated. Imagine driving in November in total darkness. Roads are icy, you are on the narrow road and snow starts blowing and it's a whiteout situation. Like I said before, as we faced when we left Godafoss. For that, you need to be very careful. I have seen other cars skidding in front of us. So be prepared and take care of yourself. And that's the thrilling side of Icelandic winter journey. Hofsos is a friendly little village that comes alive in summer with tourists, hikers, and seasonal residents. But to be honest, in winter we didn't cross anyone over there. The Hofsos swimming pool is fast becoming one of the best known pools in Iceland. When we visited, it was closed. In winter, it get closed early, some around 3 pm. Hofsos include accommodation options, cozy restaurants, a grocery store, fuel station, swimming pool, and the campground. We got everything closed except our apartment. Even there were no fuel, so don't much relay, especially traveling in winter. But though even everything was closed, just look at the surrounding areas. No one was around us, and nearby beautiful harbor. It was so peaceful. I was totally fall in love with this place. So if you get a chance, try to stay in this small town. I'm sure you will like it. Good morning, guys. Next day we started driving towards the Hawa Mastanji, and our next stop was Havitsarkur. One thing I love about Iceland that there were so many surprise sights to see. I love road trips and winters. This country is visually captivating in a way I have not seen anywhere. Climate is changing so quickly that you cannot predict what will happen in next moment. Driving in Iceland is just an amazing experience for me. Havitsarkur is a very photogenic sea stack. The road to Havitsarkur from Ring Road is a gravel road that does not have winter service. It still should be easy to drive in a normal car, but you need to be very careful with the amount of snow on the road. When you arrive at Havitsarkur, there is a platform from where you can see Havitsarkur. Also, you can go down to the beach. The way down is very slippery in winter, so be careful. I have seen many of waterfalls in Iceland. They are all gorgeous, but Hörðarfossar is special. Hörðar means lava and Fossar means waterfall. So the name basically means lava waterfalls. The waterfalls comes down from under lava field and spills itself into the river, so the name is very fitting. There is a viewing platform only a short distance away from the car park that provides you with the most amazing views over the waterfall, the flowing river, and the surrounding areas. This is the last waterfall of our incredible road trip. There are many connecting routes to reach here. As everything in that country is just stunning, every corner you take is a new place you see as the next favorite spot. It's a country that keeps on giving. After that, we started moving back towards the Reykjavik area. From where we started our journey, we are going to end over there. As we have covered West Iceland in the beginning, we directly move towards the Reykjavik area. Coming back to the
Reykjavik city center area. We visited the remaining places. उसके बाद we explore ओल्डेस्ट शॉपिंग स्ट्रीट. उसके बाजू में आपको बहुत सारे बार, रेस्टोरेंट्स एंड कैफेटेरिया मिलेंगे. उसके बाद हम लोगों ने डिनर किया और आफ्टर हैविंग डिनर वी स्टार्टेड मूविंग टुवर्ड्स द एयरपोर्ट एरिया विच इज केफलाविक साइड. तो कुछ इट वॉज सम अराउंड 1 o'clock or something we started driving towards the airport area. So while driving towards the airport area, everyone started dozing. So we stopped at the fuel station and we took a rest for 2 hours and again we started driving towards the airport area. So as you know, airport is not far from the Reykjavik city center. It's some around 45 minutes to reach the Keflavik International Airport. After reaching at the airport, we returned our car and we felt so bad because for 2 weeks it was like our home and it didn't trouble us anywhere. So guys, I'm getting little overwhelmed over here because now time has come to close this Icelandic vlog over here, and I hope you got information to render your own itinerary, and I hope you enjoyed while watching my entire Icelandic series. If you like my entire Icelandic series, let me know in a comment section what you thought about it, and give me a thumbs up, like it, share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel for new all upcoming travel vlogs. And see you next time.